All right, good day. Today I want to show what my research found on why building cities exclusively for cars hurts everyone, even people who love to drive, and what we can do about it. So let's first start off by defining car dependency so we're all on the same page. So most American cities are designed in such a way as to be so singularly focused on cars that they prevent any other form of transportation the opportunity to be a viable alternative. This is called car dependency, and it makes society worse for everyone, including people who prefer to drive. This is not to say that cars, roads, and parking are bad by themselves. Many people enjoy driving and rely on them for work and family life. The problem starts when cities are designed almost exclusively for cars. The fact that it leads to urban sprawl, low density neighborhoods, long distances between homes and shops, and lots of parking. When space is spread out like this, people need cars for almost every trip. Sprawl costs a lot. Roads, bridges, water and sewer lines, fixing potholes, emergency services all have to cover much more ground when a city spreads outwards. Fixing or rebuilding a single mile of a small urban road can cost around $1.5 million, and rebuilding a lane on a major freeway can cost several millions of dollars per mile. The US spends literally hundreds of billions of dollars a year on our car dependent infrastructure alone. The problem is that low-density areas simply do not generate enough tax revenue per acre to pay for these huge costs. In contrast, dense downtown areas with many businesses and homes bring in more tax revenue per acre and help pay for city services. When suburbs cost more to maintain than they pay for, cities end up borrowing beyond their means or cutting city services in order to cover the gap. Either way, you lose. The organization Urban 3 conducts tax analyses of urban places to determine which parts of cities are economically productive and which ones aren't. They consistently find that urban cores, as you can see these purple areas on the map, they generate positive tax revenue for cities, while the suburbs are a tax drain on society. Many Americans worry about the dangers of public transit, but car-dependent streets are just more dangerous. In the United States, between 30 and 40,000 people die each year in motor vehicle crashes, while public transit recorded only 350 total deaths across all modes from 2008 to 2024, and about 1,100 non-lethal assaults per year. The danger of riding on a public bus is massively downsized in comparison to the dangers of driving on a public road. US streets are more dangerous than many European and Asian streets because the US has been taking the wrong approach to saving lives. The US has been focused on making vehicles safer when a crash occurs instead of implementing measures which would prevent crashes in the first place. Experts estimate that adopting safer road design policies used in other countries could save over 20,000 lives a year in the US. Speeding is the single largest factor in traffic fatalities, and wide, straight, multi-lane roads encourage people to drive faster because drivers tend to go as fast as they feel safe to. Traffic calming tools slow cars down and reduce both the number and severity of crashes. You have things like traffic circles. You have raised pedestrian crossings, which work as speed bumps for cars. You have choke points. You have chicanes where cars have to kind of weave in and around instead of just going straight all the time. You have speed bumps, speed humps, protected pedestrian crossings. All these things save lives for everyone, in a vehicle or out. Multimodal places are better for all. Places that prioritize walking, biking, and transit often end up being better for drivers as well. The Netherlands is a good example. It has excellent bike lanes, transit, and walkable streets, yet drivers there report higher satisfaction because traffic is smoother and roads are well maintained. In fact, it is often rated as the best country in the world to drive in. It even leads to a reduction in car traffic as more people use the alternate methods of transportation and thus fewer cars on the road. In conclusion, we don't have to choose between cars and better cities. We can just remove rules that force extra parking, allow mixed-use development, and redesign streets with traffic calming and space for buses and bikes. These changes save money, reduce deaths, and make travel better for everyone, drivers and non-drivers alike. If you care about safer streets and healthier cities, please support local planning changes and speak up at town meetings. Thank you.